Right, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, we finished up Rage, and I put out a vote on the Discord for the next game, but that doesn't close for another 2 days. So I'm just going to let that sit there and see if anybody else votes on what the next game should be for the longer Let's Plays. But I thought in the meantime, continuing with what we were doing is just jumping in for an hour to see if a game's good enough to warrant an entire playthrough, or just basically catalog it and be like, yeah, I've played it, and I'll either play that off screen, like how I said with Sunless Skies, or it's just not for me. And as you can see, where we've landed next is Metal Gear Survive, the black sheep of the Metal Gear family. And I'm actually really a big fan of Metal Gear Solid 5. I know some people are kind of divided by that. But I really like the gameplay. And I remember picking this up, it would either have been at launch or very close to launch, and didn't enjoy it too much. So I thought, maybe give it that one last shot and see where it lands. I've had to mute the Elgato for the time being because it was blasting music and it didn't have like a standard sound thing. But I think this is pulling us in, so I'll turn it back on and shut up. Should have probably read that, but I didn't think it was going to stay up for so long. So I was like, I won't begin reading it. But it's on the screen, so you guys can read it anyway. But basically, to get you all caught up, I believe this takes place just before Phantom Pain, is my understanding.
Last of the investigators. All right, let's get started.
One journey will end in purgatory. But let us pray that they who travel the depths of hell this time reach paradise.
This is the next one.
No, not this one. Close, but not quite.
Well, sir.
Let me see that.
Okay, would be a male. It's a bit loony. I won't count like this character creation bit as the hour, because I think that'd be a bit unfair. So I'll make a mental note when we actually get into gameplay and then do an hour of that.
Are you sure that this is the one, sir?
Yeah. Thanks. Good to see you again. Forgive me for what I'm about to do.
You okay?
Get yourself together!
Cover me!
and we move on to the famed character creator. I'm not like, I don't know how many people get really in depth in the character creators. It's not really for me, if I'm being honest. I usually just pick a preset and then guess we'll just go generic man here. That's fine.
Cover me! Need cover! Give me cover! I need cover! Give me cover! Need cover! Cover me!
I mean, we'll just go with the basic one. Sure thing.
You're the key to everything.
Signal acquired. Collecting the package.
This is practically an obsession with you.
Soon, you'll have faith in this one, too. This soldier is the traveler we've been waiting for. The one who will bear the punishment for our having strayed from the paths of righteousness.
You do like your poetic turns of phrase, don't you? But I'm not in the mood for them. I'll get straight to the point. I read the report. This one's infected.
Yes. Which is what put the subject in suspended animation. But it won't be long before that ends.
And then a threat to mankind becomes reality.
That won't be the case.
Why not?
I told you, this soldier is a traveler. A traveler who is going to enter the gates of hell for us.
What a ridiculous... Are you serious? After how long it's been since we've heard from the Corps? With the energy we have left, we don't even know if anyone we send would make it through. And you want to risk the fate of the section on this? An infected?
That is why this one is the perfect candidate. This soldier cannot live in our world anymore. To put it another way, no one is more qualified to carry out a mission on the other side. Am I wrong? There's one other advantage that no one else has. Look at the left arm.
It's just an arm.
That arm was lost 6 months ago when it was severed.
What?
And yet, it regenerated. A result of the infection-stimulating tissue growth. Nothing we haven't seen before. Except this time, we're talking about human tissue. Evidence of remarkable adaptation against the infection. With the dead running rampant on the other side, this one is more than capable of responding to the threats there. 1943, Philadelphia. Teleportation. That experiment gave us our first glimpse of the future. Now this soldier can give us everything we've been after ever since.
All we've done is continue to fail, including 6 months ago. We cannot take a chance on ideas with no basis in reality.
There is a basis for this. Those who have descended to hell are able to see further than others, Gruen.
Another one of your prophecies. Enough of that nonsense.
My proposal will bring glory to the section and to you. You intend to use this one as a test subject in the future, don't you? But any result of those efforts would be trivial. If this mission succeeds, the rewards will be immeasurable. Think of the research and how it's stagnated. Better yet, this could lead directly to the power that unites the world.
I'll get the section on board. After all, you acting on your own authority would be unforgivable. I'll give you instructions in due course. Until then, do not take matters into your own hands.
Don't take matters into my own hands, huh? How blissfully unaware they are. The future is in my hands.
That's one long ass loading screen. Cool intro though, for what it is.
You made it through the gates of hell. You're now standing in Dite, the world beyond the wormholes. Abandon all hope from here on, not to mention fear and doubt. Your Beatrice is waiting up ahead. Better get going. As I mentioned in the briefing, first order of business is to head for base camp.
Alright,
You'll
time
need
to
to
get to
procure
move
all
around.
weapons and equipment on site for this mission. Same goes for food. To enter the gates of hell, you had to shed everything.
Other than my clothes, but okay.
I'm monitoring your status over comms via the wormhole. Oh, guess I never introduced myself. Call me Good Luck. Not a bad name for the pilot of this ship, huh? Your life is low. That's to be expected, though. You just came out of suspended animation. But if your life runs out, you'll just be another one of them. Keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Gotta go up and over. And watch your step. Base camp is still a ways ahead. camp is beyond those ruins. Now go. Your journey's just getting started.
God, I really like. I love the movement in Metal Gear Solid 5, and obviously that's what the bones of this game is. A lot of it is reused assets, but I just enjoy the feel of the game, man. Such a good feeling game. Doesn't appear like there's any loot for us.
Don't move! Hands up! Back away from him! Your gear? A Mother Base survivor? Hey, you okay? What did you do to him? That's a wanderer, resident of Vitae. Use the weapon you picked up to eliminate it. There's a lot of them, and they all look hungry. It's up to you whether you take them on or go around them.
Yeah, I'm good. We'll get out of here.
That luck of yours rubs off on me. I just had to shoot my brothers. I'm not gonna die here, that's for sure. I've got a long list of questions for you.
Yeah, I forgot this is how they handle like the story. This was like one of the big major criticisms I remember the game having, of like it felt a lot lower budget than MGS5. But you know, it is a spin-off game. I think people gave it a lot of shit when it was kind of unwarranted.
are those things? Where are we? What happened to my unit? Tell me.
I'll answer your questions.
Who are you?
The man you're talking to. If you need a name, call me Good Luck. And you? What do I call you?
Name's Reeve.
Of course.
What's so funny?
Nothing, forget it. Now, as promised, let me answer your other questions. The monsters you encountered are called Wanderers. I'll spare you the details, but they were once human like you and I, until they were infected by some unknown life form, which turned them into what you saw. And you were in a world destroyed by Wanderers. Welcome to Dite. It exists in a dimension separate from your own.
Unknown life form? Separate dimension? What kind of shit are you trying to pull?
This is no joke. Whether you believe me or not, look around you. Clearly you realize the predicament you're in. Which brings me to this. I want to work with us. Do that, and I'll make sure you have a ticket out of there. We're your only lifeline. Surely you're not gonna turn that down.
When this is over, I'm gonna send you to hell myself.
I like that answer. Now, as before, head through those ruins to base camp. How you go about that is up to you and the captain.
Captain? You mean this clown?
You have an objection? We're the ones who went there to complete a mission in the first place. I didn't think you would have a problem taking orders from someone else.
All right, whatever. Okay, I've got an idea. Like Good Luck said, we need to head to this base camp. But we have to make sure we don't bring any of those things with us. Luckily, I have some C4 an engineer in my unit was carrying. More than enough to bring this place down. I'll go plant the C4. Meanwhile, you get on out of here and secure our escape route. All right, let's get this show on the road. Don't you run off without me, Captain.
He had a mighty quick change of heart, didn't he? And here's the other thing that people criticize that's obviously very survival-like elements. Constantly having to pick shit up. And durability. I don't really like survival games myself. Either, so... Bit confused on that. Is that saying junk has a broken pipe spare? Oh, that will roll. Okay, I get it. We'll just go with the 80 for now. Now we have a melee weapon.
Simple barricade shouldn't be that hard to destroy. Try out that weapon you crafted. Another Wanderer. Avoid all unnecessary combat. We know that Wanderers can see as well as hear. If you enter their field of vision or make a loud noise, that's when they attack. Stay low and move slowly.
Yep, it's classic
When you
stealth
sense
stuff.
an enemy, information about them appears on the threat ring. You'll know their status and in which direction they're located. Take advantage of this to avoid any unwanted attention. Wait, there's a Wanderer up ahead too. You'll need to eliminate it. You can put a Wanderer out of commission by destroying the crystallized area on its back. Sneak up on it from behind and take it out with your knife.
Always found it weird that in this game, obviously it has a stamina meter. Every time you're crouched and you move, it drains the stamina. Whereas in obviously MGS5 it didn't have a stamina meter and you could just do whatever you wanted. Like it dropped anything.
That did the trick. Keep moving.
Do appreciate that frat ring though.
See that ladder? Climb it. Base camp is just ahead.
Yep, we've already figured this out, game. Thank you.
This is Reeve, the C-Force planet. Making my way out now.
I just realized he looks a lot like Sam Witwer. Them dreaded cardboard boxes.
All right. Revival went A-okay. I know you've just woken up and you're probably wondering what the hell's going on, but we're short on time. I'll give you the gist of things while we wait for the wormhole digger to finish starting up. Okay. So, basically, I'm going to be sending you to another dimension. Yeah, I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but I haven't got time to answer them. Just listen to me. Take a look at this photo. 1968. South Vietnam. It was taken in a town in the north by a journalist accompanying American forces. He took it right before he was killed. Killed by the thing in this photo. And that thing used to be human. Don't believe me? In the section, we have a name for humans that have turned into these monsters. We call them Wanderers. They get infected by this life form we've yet to fully understand. And they end up like that. Wanderers are extremely ferocious. They attack anyone they see indiscriminately. But the worst part is, even when you destroy a Wanderer, the life form that infected the person doesn't die. If we don't do something about them, before we know it, there will be enough of them to destroy the human race. Fortunately for us, back then they appeared in a part of Vietnam where American forces were fighting. That meant we were able to send in a team, in amongst our boys, to wipe them out fast. We got every last one of them. We made the operation look like one of the massacres that occurred throughout the country. Of course, there's a reason the section was able to detect their presence. We've known about this life form for decades now, and about the world it comes from. While it looks a lot like ours, it's populated by Wanderers. It's like a vision of hell. We at Wardenclyffe Section first observed a wormhole to this other world about 30 years ago. We've studied them ever since. The reason being, we can extract energy from Wanderers. We call it Kuban energy. We're talking about a massive energy source. One that could very well shift the balance of power in the world. As you know, 6 months ago, an enormous wormhole appeared over Mother Base when XOF attacked you. That event enabled us to obtain the coordinates of their world. So for the first time since our research began, we sent out a manned expedition team, the Charon Corps. But we lost all contact with the Corps a while back. Our assumption is they're all dead. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, recover the research data the Charon Corps left behind and gather Kuban energy. Second, rescue any Corps survivors you come across. I'm aware that ideally we'd be sending a team that's fully equipped for this kind of mission, but there's no time for that. Not with the Hound of Hell after us. Plus, with the energy we have at the moment, the wormhole will only be able to transport one person. You'd rather sit this one out? Sorry, but you don't get a choice. The reason being, you're already infected with that life form I was telling you about. And if you don't want to turn into one of those things, you better do what I tell you. The Charon Corps' research data should include information on a way to prevent a person from turning into a Wanderer. Looks like the digger's ready. When you arrive on the other side, start by heading for the base camp that the Corps used. I'll be issuing all instructions by radio. Guess I'll see you in hell. Good luck, Captain.
I wonder if they continue the series, if this game will be like considered canon, or if they like omit it from it. It's got some wild story beats already. These load times though are terrible. I think it's because it has to connect to like a server.
Looks like you lost them. That's base camp you can see from there. Make your way to his location.
I'm all right. I can make it on my own.
Life forms detected. Waking from emergency sleep mode. Rebooting. Standalone Operational Support Program, Virgil AT-9, reboot complete. It has been 34 days, 9 hours, 12 minutes, and 2 seconds. Commencing debrief.
Take a closer look. They aren't with the Karen Corps.
I detect a device on you. Connect it to me. Line of communications with section authenticated.
Personal data acquired. Welcome aboard Karen's boat, Captain.
Why don't I begin by introducing myself? I am Standalone Operational Support Program, Virgil AT-9. It's nice to meet you.
Monsters, now talking machine.
No need to be surprised. She was originally the Charon Corps support AI. They were scheduled to rendezvous there.
Internal database voice print match. It's been a long time, good luck.
It sure has, Virgil. Sorry to spring this on you so soon, but I'd like to give you a new mission. You can find the details in the captain's department. Well, this was unexpected. The wormhole's closing as I speak. Probably have to plan to thanks for this. Virgil, you take over as the captain's mission support. I'm counting on you.
Good luck's gotta go dark. Hope we'll be alright.
Do not worry. I will assume the role of the captain's mission support.
We've downloaded mission information from the device you connected. Our support systems are already up and running. According to this information, the Karen Corps has already ceased its activities.
The captain's mission is to recover the Corps' data and gather Kuban energy. The mission also includes exploring Dite and rescuing any survivors. Is this correct?
So, the two of you are talking to each other. What's the deal with that? There's some reason there are two of you?
That reason is unknown. Originally, when I was participating in the Karen Corps' operations, he didn't exist. What I deduce from this is he is a personality created out of necessity amid the unforeseen situation that forced me to enter emergency sleep mode.
And what might that unforeseen situation be?
Unknown. When it occurred, all data I acquired while supporting the core was lost.
And what exactly do you know?
We're AIs designed to offer special operations support. I imagine we'll be able to provide you and the captain with valuable information for your mission.
All right, so why don't you start being useful? I don't know the first thing about this place, or the monsters here. Tell us everything you know.
This world is located on the other end of a wormhole, or a distortion in space-time. For convenience, we call this world Dite. We've learned in the course of our investigation that Dite's environment is very similar to that of Earth.
However, it is decisively different from Earth in factors such as the presence of wanderers and the dust.
Dust?
The dust is a mist-like substance made up of micro-sized particles of unknown composition. It covers the greater part of Dite. It is extremely toxic to humans, and without some form of countermeasure, a person cannot operate within it unimpeded.
How do we get back to our world?
There is a way, though this is not currently possible.
Why not?
To return home, we need to activate a device called the Digger, which is capable of generating large wormholes. However, we lack the data to do this.
The Karen Corps intended to use the Digger to return home, so it's highly likely that the data you will recover will describe how to activate it.
Looks like my only way out of here is to help you with this mission. Let's split up to look. Just need...
If I may be so forward, the captain should probably be the one doing the searching. Mr. Reeve, sir, I detect in you localized hyperthermia, most likely caused by severe inflammation. I do not recommend staying on your feet for too long.
You can read me like a book, huh?
Well, I think we have a plan. Let's get started right away. It's going to be a long road, but remember, Captain, a journey of 1,000 miles wasn't built in a day.
I think the expression is either a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, or Rome wasn't built in a day, isn't it?
Is that so?
Sorry, Captain. Looks like the accident did a number on her bits and bytes.
Okay then.
Before you begin your mission in earnest, let's go over some basics. Open your iDroid.
Okay, I guess we got a bunch of stuff for logging in.
Unlike us, you humans need food and water to live.
Be sure to eat or drink when you become hungry or thirsty.
Yep. Survival stuff.
Speaking of which, let's find you something to eat. Open your iDroid's map screen. The map displays terrain you yourself have visited. As we've lost the data the core collected, you'll have to map unexplored terrain yourself.
In areas where we can support you, the map will also show your current position. However, this does not apply outside of these areas. There, you'll have to study the lay of the land to figure out where you are.
The situation report informs you of the current situation. At the moment, you need to secure food and water. Information is added to the report as the situation warrants, so be sure to check it on a regular basis. Now, let's get back to finding food and water. We've detected a place with usable resources. Begin by heading there. We've marked their predicted location on the map. Place a guide marker.
You've placed a guide marker. Just like this, you can set your destination to wherever you like.
Thanks, guys. This base is in shambles, Christ almighty. Alrighty. So we need to kill some sheep and get some water.
You've arrived at the objective. Now hunt an animal to obtain food.
Come here.
Food has more nutritional value when you cook it. You also risk getting sick if you eat food raw, so keep that in mind as well.
Food and drink you obtain can be selected and used from the inventory screen. It probably goes without saying that by eating and drinking, you satiate your hunger and quench your thirst.
All right, you've secured food and drink for the time being. Return to base camp for now.
Allow us to introduce another feature, the use of stamps. Placing a stamp on the map allows you to make a note of a place you visited.
That's kind of cool.
This completes your first mission.
When you return to base camp, we'll automatically send to the storehouse any resources you've obtained.
I've detected a new memory board.
You've stamped the map. So, by gradually exploring the environment like this, you expand your area of activity.
Okay. Should we not eat? I mean, I guess they're probably gonna tell us to do that.
We just went over some basics, but this was time well spent.
You say so.
After all, this knowledge will be indispensable to surviving this environment. I hope you'll keep it in mind.
May the rest of the mission go this well. Now then, on to recovering the data of the Karen Core.
The Corps set up observation posts around DTEC, accumulating research data on the memory boards there.
We detected a memory board during your exploration earlier. Make your way to its location.
Okay. It's just letting us know that they've unlocked co-op.
Captain, during your exploration earlier, we detected a memory board left behind by...
When you craft a weapon, you can equip it off the bat, or send it to the storehouse. Also, when you access the storehouse, you can change it.
All right then, go and retrieve the memory board. I've marked its predicted location on the map. Check it on your iDroid.
Yeah, we never picked up water, but it said that we did. We need to craft a canteen. Do we? I don't know if that's under gear. What's this? Gadgets? Might be a gadget. It isn't, so is it gear? Oh boy. Nope. Is this the storage box? I mean, may as well take that. Alright, we won't be equipping any of that. Yeah, I'm a bit confused on... Or could we craft it in this? And I just missed it.
Eating raw meat is dangerous. Doing so will make you sick, so be sure to cook it properly.
It says we need an empty canteen. Inventory. All like the absurd hand holding that they were doing. You think that they would have told you how the hell one gets a canteen. I found that very weird. Or is it in here? Yeah, a bit perplexed. Because none of this helps with drinking. Obviously, it's meat. So... I do not know. Oh. Hold on. I don't know why they were in there. I will just take it. Ain't got a clue. Where the hell someone gets a canteen from? And that's not letting me... I'm not gonna drink that and risk getting... sick. So... I think there was food in here, right? Rations. So we will eat the ration. Alrighty. Does it tell us where we need to go to get that memory board? It's over there. Alright, away we go. Considering how much hand holding the game gave us and didn't tell us anything about how the hell you do a canteen. You'd be able to like craft it. I'm assuming we have to find one then. Which is a bit annoying. If so. This is flashing, why's that? Because it has loads of stuff inside of it. Let's make sure our weapon's equipped, because we've unequipped it. Unfortunately, I think the food as well degrades over time, which... I like that as a feature. We'll go for about... How was that? I don't think we can harvest that yet. You need a drill for that.
It's possible to use wormholes to summon units to your location as well.
I don't think we have any, do we? Never made any, so... Is it just you two? Nope, there's that guy as well. It's kind of deceptive how much reach this has. It is a spear after all, you'd think it would have a lot more. It's kind of the whole point of a spear. Not sure what this energy is going to be used for, but we're going to need it, I'm assuming. I'm enjoying it so far. It's alright. I don't think we'll break every single thing down.
Access the memory board and secure its data.
Will do, ma'am. Does it tell you how much you're carrying? Inventory, maybe? Yeah, 40 kilograms out of 75. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Data acquired from memory board. I will analyze it. Return to base camp.
Looks like you can get up there. And I used to be able to like shimmy on like pipes. But, oh, I do. Jimmy wants us to go back to base camp? Yep. And we'll squeeze out probably about another 10 minutes and then wrap that up. That's the first episode. And depending on how like grindy it gets, I may have to do like off the camera grinding if it's something, because obviously the salvage missions and stuff help you get materials. If there's like a massive spike and like wow, you're expected to grind, I may end up doing that off camera, because I don't think that would be particularly thrilling to watch.
Return to base camp. The map screen is updated.
We analyze your travel log and send the results to your iDroid.
Cool.
It'll be quicker for you to see for yourself than for us to explain it. So take a look at the map screen.
Time to analyze the data. Please synchronize your iDroid with me here.
Cool.
The data on the memory board you obtained becomes available to us when you connect the board to us. Let's go ahead and take a look at the data on it. Analysis complete. The board contains research data on Dite, primarily on Wanderers and Kuban Energy, as well as operational records. You can examine the details on your device.
So that's part one of the captain's mission in the bag.
No, the data that was recovered is only part of the entire record. To recover all of the data, further expeditions will be required. But on these expeditions, please be ever more careful. This world may be home to threats even greater than those we are aware of.
For a machine, you're pretty damn vague. Did you learn anything from this data you got?
After connecting with the memory board, part of our internal memory was restored. According to this data, the Karen Corps was more than equipped to handle the Wanderers.
Then how'd the unit get wiped out?
Unknown. The data we recovered didn't shed any light on this.
With more data, our memory may be fully restored. Continue your searches. We must find out what happened to the core.
Yeah, we can build.
With the additional information available to me, I've detected multiple new memory boards. The details are available in the situation report.
Captain, there is something I have to tell you.
Memory data successfully restored. New equipment can be developed. Craft the wormhole collector. This is needed to carry out the remainder of your mission.
They kind of drone on with AI, not gonna lie. Okay, so this is our base. Where's the previous, okay, they're all there. The other ones. Cool. Yeah, I won't waste time on this right now. I'll probably do this off screen. I'm still like fairly perplexed though as to like where the hell is the canteen. I might have to look that up and see if it's one of them things where it's like, man, you're an idiot and you've clearly just missed the most simple shit. But what we'll do is we'll get one more memory board and then we'll wrap it up there. So I think we need to eat, drink. Let's eat these wild berries. And them noises. Man likes his wild berries, that's for sure. What's the durability looking like on the weapon? 93, yeah, we're fine. We are good. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Probably end up doing a continuation on this, depending on like how grindy it gets. Like I said, is dependent on how much I cover it. I may just do a bunch of stuff off camera, maybe, and then just focus on the story stuff on camera.
A memory board is nearby. Prepare yourself for what may lie ahead, and then go secure its data.
Wow, that is a lot of empty bottles. Would have traded all of them for a single canteen. That's all I'm saying, game. There no like wanderers around here? It's a bit bizarre. Okay.
Access the memory board and secure its data.
Yeah, canteen. A damaged air tank.
memory board. I will analyze it. Return to base camp.
Sounded like it spawned enemies. It did. Bastard. I mean, we can kind of just do this. Adios. Good luck climbing out of that pit.
I checked the body you discovered against the data available to me. The deceased was a member of the Karen Corps. His name was Joel Martin. Cause of death appears to be blood loss from gunshot wounds.
So I assume we don't need to turn both of them in at the same time. Should just be able to.
Synchronize your iDroid with me here.
See what crafting components we get this time. Recipes, I mean.
With this memory board data, another phase of my memory restoration is complete. You can now craft an air tank.
It's good. They let us explore the dust, because I do remember that I did play. I think we could probably look at it via this. Yeah, I played about 5 hours ish of the game. So back when it first released. So I do remember going into like the dust area and stuff like that, but I didn't make it too far into the game. But yeah, we'll just wrap it up here. I won't go and grab that other memory board. And what I'll also do off camera, because I'm probably going to be very, what do you call it? Very OCD and like clear a lot of this stuff. And try and make a presentable base. But don't expect like Fort Knox. It'll just be functional rather than, you know, beautiful looking. But yeah, that was Metal Gear Survive opening hour or so, and it's probably going to be something I will end up making into a full series. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to join a Discord with like-minded gamers such as yourself, make sure to pop a comment down in the description below, in the comment section below, and I'll hit you back with a link. And if you somehow stumbled upon me before Brandon, make sure to check out his channel in the description, as I'm over there fairly frequently and we make tons of different videos over there on that channel. So yep, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.